wearing the maple leaf. It's an honor and a privilege. Representing one's country comes with responsibility, but it can be one of the most rewarding experiences for an athlete.
Being able to train with the national team from early on, it was obvious to me that I would learn the most here.
I mean, you pull the jersey over your head, you know that there's a lot of guys back home that are fighting for that spot as well. So you know that it's up to you to give everything you've got and make sure that you're dedicating yourself to the game in a way that anybody else would.
Currently, athletes from across Canada make up our country's men's and women's national programs and train daily as a team in preparation for international competition.
One of the competitive advantages that we have here is the ability to establish a really quality daily training environment, and we can treat that as a competitive advantage. So the young players coming into the program can expect to come and join a program that will get the best out of them as individuals and then spend that critical time on task in melding a team together that can serve the country proud over time.
Two key elements to our national program are our daily training environment and our competition schedule. The daily training environment involves athletes not only working on the pitch but also off the pitch. Our competition schedule is something that we look at 12 to 24 months in advance and even further out than that to make sure that we're getting the most benefit out of what we're doing for the group we have now and the group we're looking for in the future.
But before donning the red and white, athletes must be identified as having national caliber potential.
When it comes to being a national caliber athlete, there are a number of key ingredients we're looking for. They have to be determined, they have to be resilient, they have to be committed, competitive, accepting of feedback, self-challenging and professional.
When we're looking to bring a player into the program, what we're really looking for is somebody who has a baseline level of ability, obviously, that often goes without saying, but more importantly, they have the application and attitude to want to better themselves every day.
For junior athletes to get on the national radar, there is an ideal pathway to follow. To start, young athletes should contact their local club. Being active, having fun, and learning the game is first. As athletes develop, a variety of regional and provincial opportunities become available. That's when the national scouts take note. Athlete identification can happen at the club level, the provincial level, and university level. Once identified, athletes go through various camps and, if successful, become part of the junior development squad, the main entry point into the national stage.
The purpose of the development squad is to identify and develop those athletes to perform on an international stage and then to seamlessly integrate into a senior national team. Within the structure we have open camps, we then have regional camps, normally out east and out west, and then we normally will have a national camp which will be predominantly in the summer. After the summer we look to have centralization pieces just for extended pieces of training, normally with some international competition at the end.
Through the junior program, athletes can earn their way to the senior level. The senior level development squad for athletes who are close to ready for senior level competition, and the national team for athletes who are ready to represent Canada on the international stage.
The importance of training as a junior development squad is it replicates exactly what the senior national team is doing so that we have that seamless integration. Our main job is to prepare athletes to become good international players for our senior national team to qualify constantly for major games. And for that to happen, we have to have excellence in our daily training environment.
And as with anything in life, nothing is guaranteed. Athletes in the national program push each other in their daily training environment and on tour to keep rosters as competitive as possible.
So there's other environments around that will develop athletes, but we're developing athletes with the national program and the national goal of Olympic success in mind. So athletes come here, they have the opportunity to train with some very good players, and there's nothing like that to grow an athlete either, training with better players than you.
We've got fluid movement between all our squads, so at any given time we can pull someone up from the senior development squad to work with the men's national team. Same thing with the junior group. If we've got someone that we're interested in looking at, we can pull them from the junior group and put them into the senior development squad. So there's complete fluid movement between all these groups.
It's a process that ensures Canada's national teams are the best they can be in every competition, and athletes have the best international experience.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Every day is just exciting to come out to training, and again, I've been able to play 60 games for Canada.
For me, I guess it was finding what I really wanted to do. And as soon as I understood that I really wanted to represent Canada, the pathway was fairly simple. So if you're willing to make the sacrifices and you know you really want to be a part of the Canadian national team, then it comes down to how hard you're willing to work.